Sweet.
Sweet.
I mean, I assume we're
Sweet.
recording. I don't.
No, look, it's working.
Okay. Well, we don't know how we sound. Is that better?
Okay, fine.
No, I don't mean.
No.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I'm just saying. We don't have to listen to it back.
Well, I wasn't... Okay, cool. We are in agreement. We don't need to listen back to it. We're just starting.
I was telling the viewers.
Okay, yeah, the viewers.
Our readers, our people.
Our readers. We don't know what it sounds like.
This is true. We also don't know if
Hoping
this
for the
video...
best. Yeah, we think... Nick thinks he pressed record, but...
I think I did. It's been a journey.
It's been a journey tonight. You're 100% correct. But here we are.
I usually am. 100% correct. Also,
Okay.
a mess.
Oof.
This is fine.
Should we
I mean,
throw back
yeah.
to the tequila shot you did before this episode started?
Okay, well, you didn't need to call me out.
Yes, I do.
I thought I needed a loosen up,
A pick me up.
a pick me up.
Sexy.
If there's a pick me up, do you think that there's also a pick you up?
No. Well, yes, but it's the same thing.
Oh,
It's like when you share your tequila with people.
sharing.
Yeah. It's caring.
Remember the
Yeah,
Care Bears? Wow. Trying to steal my topic.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that just happened. Once again, we prove we are the same mind.
This is true, we are.
Yeah.
The literal same
mind.
meander. Do you know what the elephant in the room is this week?
No.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Wow.
No.
Wow, Bethany, wow.
What is it?
The
Share.
elephant in the room this week is that... Is that we're diving in the water like a private island.
Oh,
34, 35, we can 69 it.
okay, what's the actual elephant in there? You don't have
That
one,
was
do
the actual
you?
elephant in the room. The actual elephant in the room is that
You don't have one, do you?
the 34, 35 remix has been out for weeks and we haven't talked about it.
Oh.
That's
pretty
the
big.
elephant in the room, okay?
That's a pretty big elephant. Yeah, you made me listen to that last week and I enjoyed it.
I made you listen to it?
We listened to it together last week. It was my first time listening and I enjoyed it.
What's it like having me as your first time?
It's pretty hot, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. I feel like, are you horny today?
When am I not?
What a mood. I was gonna say, we've got very horny vibes happening, okay?
Genuinely, that's true. We've made a lot of sex jokes this afternoon.
We have. I mean, we always do, but
We have.
just like, call me a goat.
Because you're
Horny.
horny.
Do goats have horns?
I don't think... Maybe, I think male goats do.
Hey Siri, do goats have horns? Most goats naturally have two horns, of various shapes and sizes depending on the breed. Well, we all know it's not the size of the horn, it's how you use it.
We do all know that, for sure. For sure.
We also all know that Maddie's a size queen. She
Well.
loves a big ol' beer can dick.
Well, now everyone knows.
And now we said it.
Iconic.
Anyway, apologies to our audience for me being
Horny.
horny on main. No, the 34-35 remix.
Oh, right.
Fucking
Circle back
slaps,
around
and I
that.
feel like we owe Ariana Grande, we owe Doja Kate, and Megan the Stalliano personal apologies
Do we?
for not talking about it sooner.
Debatable, but fair.
Okay, well the song was already pretty good, right?
The song was pretty good. It was a very horny song.
This is true. And then with the Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion,
With the raps.
it's like infinitely better, I personally think, because both of the verses are like,
Sexy as fuck.
and also just like really fucking like refined. Like
I
they
thought that
got
was like
in,
a
they did what they needed to do,
dick and a pussy.
and then they got out. Oh
I
Jesus!
thought that's what that movement was supposed to be.
I don't know about such things
Fair,
as pussy.
Okay, alright, so dick inside.
Dick inside. Have you ever seen, there's that zombie movie where it fucks a hole in the side of someone's body? Because
No.
well, let's forget, we don't need to talk about that.
What? What movie is
I
that?
don't remember.
That's horrific.
Guess we know what we're watching later.
No, we don't.
Iconic lines in this song.
Right, yeah.
Give me some.
No, I don't
You
know.
know
any.
none.
I know none.
Wow.
There's a lot of, there was some...
My favorite line is Netflix or Hulu, baby, you choose. And I can't stop. Also the dive in the water like a private island, 34, 35, we can 69 it. Just because of the delivery is pretty iconic on Megan Thee Stallion's part.
Fair.
And then Doja Cat's lines about the neighbors, they hear us clapping, but we ain't applauding them. That's so fucking funny. She's talking about skin-on-skin contact when they're fucking, Maddie.
Okay, cool. Thank you for explaining that, Nicholas.
Well, we all know how naive you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My innocence still remains.
Virginal.
Exactly. That's what one could say that.
I wouldn't, well. One could say that, but... Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yep. Ratatouille knew a couple of things. What's his
Ratatouille?
name? Remy.
Remy? Is that something he says?
You know, in Ratatouille, when he's like... When the dead chef man is like, anyone can cook.
Anyone can cook.
And Remy's
Anyone
like, anyone
can
can cook. But that doesn't mean anyone should.
Wig. He's classist. Remy the Rat is
Remy the
problematic.
Let's unpack that.
Let's not. Let's just leave it as it is. I think we have bigger fish to fry.
Do we?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I watched the Ratatouille the musical, the Ratatouille.
Oh, right.
You
okay.
didn't?
No, I didn't.
But, okay, there's this
Ratatouille
Australian TikTok girl who was part of, like, the original trend thing.
Right.
And, she wrote some of the songs.
Right.
And I want to get her on the pod, if we can. Try, because she's hilarious. And she made a Kath and Kim the musical.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Love that.
Love
Okay.
that.
I mean, I'm in, for sure.
Good. Okay, I'm glad we're in agreement. Anyway, the Ratatouille the musical slapped.
Mm.
There was a song called Anyone Can Cook.
Yeah.
Anyone can cook. Anyone can cook. Yeah.
Is that it?
I just wanted to give some props to them because it slapped.
It was good.
What were we talking about? 34, 35.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you owe a personal apology for not giving those three artists the respect that they deserve. To come over to my household and say, you haven't listened to Skin by Sabrina Carpenter yet?
The lies!
Right?
I listened to it before you!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You came into my household and you said, Nicholas, you haven't listened to Skin by Sabrina Carpenter yet?
Oh.
And I said,
That was
you
only
haven't
because the
listened to
drama
34,
was
35
so
remix
juicy.
yet? Yeah, so really, you're in fault. He's wrong. She's right. We believe her.
Thanks, Mary.
Except I'm her. You're him.
Nice. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
Si, senor.
Love a good Selling Sunset reference.
This is true. Oh my god, can we talk about Bling Empire?
Oh, yes.
We've only watched 2 episodes.
We're going to watch more tonight.
But
I might
that
need to go to sleep soon, though.
Whack.
Truly whack. Like, mind-blowing.
Truly whack.
Truly whack. Track.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make track happen.
Let's. Well, like we made whack happen.
Well, I guess we did.
Slam is what we made happen.
Yeah.
Wow. What a throwback. We're nearly at half a year of episodes. Can you believe?
Are you serious? It feels both. It feels both like it's been longer.
That's the most Valley Girl you've ever been. Sorry. Did you just say it felt longer?
Oh, well, and shorter was where
okay.
I was going with that.
That's okay. Then. I forgive you. I'll let that one slide. Yeah, we'll have to celebrate 6 months.
With the Bling Empire special episode, like we did Sin Bling Sunset special episode.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If it's still relevant. What?
I mean, won't it be? When is 6 months? Where are we at now?
We're at 20. This is the 20th episode.
How many weeks is that? 20 weeks.
20 weeks, bitch.
Okay.
Although
but how many months is that?
What, we took like 1 week off over Christmas or 2 weeks?
I don't know.
We took 1 or 2 weeks off. Anyway. Yeah. Are you yawning right in front of my salad?
Yeah. Sorry.
Wow. No, Bling Empire is fucking insane. It's kind of, okay, it's not like guilt-free watching.
No, that's true.
Because, like, the most iconic, the one that is kind of, I think, the most iconic / memorable / lovable is Anna Shay.
You just remembered the cliffhanger that the last episode ended on.
Oh, what did it end on?
You remember when she was like, oh, I just thought that we weren't going to discuss having any more children. And the interviewer was like, is there more to the story? And she was like, yes, there's more to the story.
That was iconic. Honestly, I don't remember her name, but that lady, Christine.
Yeah, I only remember because of Selling Sunset.
All Christines are iconic.
Truly.
Well, Christine from Bling Empire really knows that she's on a reality show and knows that she's putting on...
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah, and I would die for her to be on Beverly Hills.
You're right. Anyway, sorry, you were saying...
I was saying about Anna Shay.
Yeah.
She's kind of the most iconic, memorable. She's the one that Netflix is using for marketing, like, all of her quotes and stuff.
Truly love that.
But she's also the one who made her empire on selling weapons, right?
It was weapons, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And it's like, well, that doesn't make me feel good.
No, you're correct. I remember that it was like a particularly kind of like violent-ish sector, and I remember that specifically because the way we're introduced to her was her standing in her cupboard, like knocking down a wall.
That was iconic.
It was, yeah, that was so
no
funny.
Context.
Literally no
just
context.
Vibes. Those
yeah,
vibes
like in a full-on
violence.
ball gown.
Yeah.
Like diamonds, and she was knocking it down, and her like housekeeper was like, I think we should wait, and she was like, no.
No dick is that good.
Yeah.
Also, in like the second episode, she just like takes her tits out.
Truly tits out.
Big Gaga energy.
Big Gaga energy.
Weapons
that looks
sold.
pretty good.
Tits out.
Love that.
Himbo
in.
The main character, I suppose, I think was originally intended to be Kevin.
The intended main character. I think his name's Kevin. I don't know. I've forgotten. It's been a whole week.
Himbo.
The himbo, yeah.
He's really hot. He's really stupid.
He's a model, but he doesn't have, the rest of them, I don't think any of them made their own money. I think all of them are in, like, family.
Yeah.
Like, it's generational wealth. Yeah.
Kane. He's generational, for sure.
Yeah.
I think, Christine married in.
Yes, she did. He's the 24th descendant of his parents' dynasty.
Yeah. And then there's some other ones. There's the one that's
people.
with the Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Who's fucking emotionally abusive.
Oh my god, he's insane.
That was a lot. Everyone go watch that and be uncomfortable with us because
that was a lot.
It's not really okay.
No, it's definitely very big Taylor and what's that fuckface's name vibes. Who she was married to. Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but he's dead.
Yeah, he is dead.
Taylor, Mr. Armstrong. I don't remember his name. That's part of, I think, the reason why it's not guilt-free as well is because this boyfriend is, like, still doing confessionals and stuff, and it's like, well, clearly they don't break up, but he's being, like, really fucking cruel.
It's really intense. Like, there's, like, this one scene in particular where they're on the phone, and he's, like, fully verbally abusing her, and it's like...
Yeah.
Oh,
and trying to
too real for my reality TV tastes.
Yeah, what's the well, that's the thing with the Beverly Hills stuff is we never like necessarily saw anything.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like palatable's not the word, but it was watchable.
Yeah.
Whereas that he didn't realize he was on speakerphone.
No, he did. Well, we don't know that for sure, but
that's true. But I can't imagine as an actor he'd be
for sure
hamming it up.
No. Oh no, I agree. I 100% agree. But he also might just not care. But I think probably it was more that he did not realize that they were filming.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's true too. Anyway, everyone go watch it. Get back to us because.
Yeah, we gotta watch more. So no spoilers.
It's only like 8 episodes of half an hour, so it's not like.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Dang.
It's not like it's a commitment.
Sad.
I also really want to watch High School Musical again.
The trilogy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in.
Okay.
After Bling Empire, though.
Oh, well. You mean to tell me that you don't start 1,000 things and finish any of them?
No, I don't do that, Nicholas. Thank you, though.
I do. Yeah. I was watching TV last night and I was like, I have like 6 shows that I need to watch this week's episode of.
Which are? Name them. List them.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
Right. RuPaul's Drag Race Untucked.
Oh yeah, but I didn't count that as its own. Search Party.
Oh yeah.
The full season 4's out now.
Mm.
Bonding season 2 came out.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for that. I'm gonna watch season 1 again.
I had to finish The Real Housewives of Potomac season 5, and I did.
Nice.
I think that's mostly it. Like, I started 1,000 other things, but Bridgerton I didn't finish. Speaking of, it's Netflix's biggest show ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. In the words of Jonathan Van Ness, another Netflix queen. Can you believe?
I honestly can't. I'm really surprised that it's surpassed Stranger Things.
Right? Like The Witcher even.
Yeah, true.
Because I'm like, it's their take on Downton Abbey, except it's not family friendly.
Accurate.
So you'd think that the audience would be...
Additionally, it's really targeted at a specific audience. Like, it's a period piece, and I would assume that that's
on period.
And that kind of generally, like, not to, you know, gender things, but like that generally goes towards an audience that is more feminine. Yeah. So that kind of surprises me.
The books weren't before the show. The books were like relatively niche.
Yeah.
Like explicit romance, targeted at females.
Love that.
In marketing terms. Targeted at females.
Yeah.
All that, like 50 Shades of Grey and Downton Abbey.
Love that. Truly. Iconic. That's my niche as well.
So, anyway, it's wild to me that that's the biggest show of all time on Netflix, but...
That is wild to me as well.
Go off, queen.
True.
Yeah.
True. Okay.
Okay.
What's next?
Are you gonna rent Wonder Woman 1984 for $30?
No. I
Are you
won't
gonna
buy it for $35. No, I won't. I'll wait until it's cheaper, thank you. I paid to go see it in the cinema.
Twice.
So, exactly, twice.
Wig.
So, no.
I mean, I know that COVID has fucked up a lot, but I just want to know what these conglomerations are thinking.
Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna rent Wonder Woman 1984 for $30.
No, they're really not.
Something you don't get to keep.
Yeah, no, why would they? Why would they?
And it was like Mulan had really bad reviews on iTunes and stuff only because it cost like $35 to buy.
How much is it to buy now?
Oh, it's probably gone down. I can check, I guess.
Yeah, please do. This is so I know how long I need to wait to buy Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh, I thought we were going to buy Mulan, and I was like, bitch.
No.
$25 to buy. It's not available for rent yet.
Wild.
I guess because it's on Disney Plus, they don't want to...
Oh, true.
You know.
But, like, they'll get more money that way.
Yes.
If it's as many options available.
Yes.
Truly wild. I did not understand the thinking ever at all.
Tea.
Big companies confuse me. They confuddle me.
That is the tea. And honestly, if they released... Here in Australia, the case is that Wonder Woman was only in cinemas, and then last week it came out to buy for $35 or rent for $30.
Uh-huh. Isn't it still in cinema?
It's still in cinemas. But, like, I would understand the $30 price tag or $35 price tag if we were getting it the same day as it was in cinemas.
Yeah, fair.
But this is like almost 2 months later. Month and a half.
No.
It's nearly a month and a half.
It's a month and a week.
It's a month and a half. What's the date? Oh, pinch and a punch.
The first. Ow.
Oh, please. You're into kinkier shit than that, and we all know it.
Well, again, we do now.
For the listeners, I'm smirking at the camera. I'm just the messy bitch who loves drama.
I mean, same, so.
Tea. Also getting spanked.
Wow, you're just really like spilling all my secrets today.
Also
Honestly, this
getting
is like 2 truths
fisted.
and a lie.
2 truths and a lie.
Yeah. I was gonna say in relation to the other one, but now it can be like
2 lies and a truth.
wow.
Yeah.
Now there's 4 things that you've said.
And I don't remember any of them.
Fair.
What did I say? Don't tell me. It's fine. We'll leave me in suspense. Back to Wonder Woman 1984. I think that they should just worldwide Black Widow release it in cinemas and same day rent for $30.
Yeah.
And then after like a month, buy for $30, rent for $15 or whatever.
Makes sense. Do you mean rent for $30 like Mulan did on Disney Plus, or do you mean if you already have a subscription to Disney Plus, you don't need to pay
I think
extra
either
money?
if you've got a subscription to Disney Plus, you don't have to pay extra, or just put it on iTunes and stuff.
Yeah.
PVOD, Premium Video on Demand. It's the official acronym.
Wow.
Also WandaVision, that shit's wild, yo.
Oh my god, I love that show.
Oh my god.
Truly
What's that line?
iconic. What?
I don't remember.
What are you talking
A
about?
vine.
What Vine?
Oh my god, I love something,
No,
and
I
I
don't
don't remember
know.
what the something is.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
So.
My knowledge of vines is failing me.
Truly.
Yeah, the latest episode of WandaVision. Spoiler alert. Wild.
Life changing.
Truly. I'm consistently surprised by this show purely because I thought that they were going to commit to the sitcom format and then just go outside of the sitcom for like 5 minutes an episode going forward to like
I know.
show
I
us
didn't
what was
see
happening
this
with
coming
Darcy
either.
and Jimmy and stuff.
We
The whole
talked about
episode.
this like last week where we were like, well, do we think it's going to be 50s, 60s, 70s and then at the end they're going to break out? But no.
Which makes me think maybe they're going to go back to that format for the rest of it, and then the last episode will be whatever, like a Marvel movie.
I honestly think from here we're going to start actually seeing
More blended.
Yeah, it's not going to be so separate. I think, definitely. Because it seems like Wanda is doing a bit more magic, and I think Vision's going to start to question what's going on,
And segregation's bad.
I don't know where that came from, but you're right.
You said keep them separated.
Oh.
I said
True.
Did you see the leaks? I'm not going to say what they were on the pod. I can whisper them to you if you want to know, but I'm not going to say them on the pod because I don't want to get fucking copyrighted by Marvel. And I don't want Kevin Feige showing up at my house and killing me at 3 a.m.
Fair. Did I see the leaks? I honestly don't know what were leaks and what was the trailer for next week, so...
You know what? Go off.
Potentially I saw
Kaveen.
bits and pieces, but...
Okay. It's about a character.
Is it about Vision?
No.
Then no, I didn't see them.
Sorry, I felt the tequila come back up. It was literally 1.5 shots and I'm fucking weak.
That's so fucking funny. It was also like an hour and a half ago.
I feel really attacked.
Maybe we should do more. By we, I mean I'm
Tequila?
not, but you should have more. That
Reposado?
always fixes everything. Yeah.
Wig. WandaVision. I had something else to say, and now I can't remember. It is that
Darcy and Jimmy are iconic.
yes, and that they should get their own X-Files TV show, which some people are pointing out that that's basically just what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is, which is true. But I want these 2 specific characters.
You're right.
And I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but
I haven't seen it. But
I enjoy that dynamic. It'll be coming because Disney Plus Australia, we're getting Star.
What's that?
It's with... You don't know?
No.
You don't know?
No, I don't know. I don't know anything.
You haven't heard the word?
No, I have never heard any word ever, basically.
Wow.
Unless you tell me about it, I've got nothing.
Wow.
I honestly, sometimes I'm like, why does Nick ever want to do this podcast with me? Because I literally know nothing about anything.
Wow, way to get dark.
Off in my own little world.
False. Last week you brought 2 topics to the table.
I think that was the week before.
The week before that you brought 2 topics to the table.
I make some funny jokes occasionally, though, so.
Not often.
Aww.
Wow, don't be so depressing.
Thanks, Nick.
Slut. Star.
Right.
Is going to be a new section on Disney Plus in Australia and Europe.
Yeah.
With like all the adult content.
Like porn?
Yeah, no, Disney porn.
Love
yeah.
that. Truly,
Lord.
I want to see Ariel and Prince Eric fuck.
Wow.
What? So you can be horny, but I can't be?
I didn't say that. Ariel's 13.
Oof, I take it back.
She's 16.
I think, yeah, she was 16 in the first movie. But they have a kid in the second movie.
And
10 years
she
later.
was also happened to be on MTV 16 and Pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah. Star is going to be a new section on Disney Plus with like all the Fox and Disney adult content.
Right.
So like there's a couple TV shows in the Marvel before, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. later seasons are MA15 plus.
Oh, seriously? Wow.
And because Marvel's thing, Disney Plus's thing is nothing over M.
Oh.
They haven't been put on there.
Wild.
But now with Star, like Grey's Anatomy and stuff, will be able to go on there. It'll be all that kind of content. Like Deadpool will be in the Star section. I think they'll just have like a pin code or something.
Disney owns way too much content, is what I'm taking away
Disney
from
owns
this.
everything. Yeah, Disney owns everything, and it should all be in Star.
Right.
And like Love Victor and stuff. So it's basically going to be Hulu.
Right. Makes sense because Disney owns
they're
Hulu.
taking Hulu basically international with Disney Plus.
Hey. Does that mean we're going to get Timeless?
Maybe.
On Star?
It might, honestly. It might.
Okay.
And I think it's only like $1 more a month.
Nice. Keen. I'm in for it.
So content wise, it makes more sense. It's like finally warranting the price tag of Disney Plus. It's not like 5 originals and Disney cartoons.
Yeah. Fair.
You know?
I do love Disney Plus though.
I do too. I watch more on it than I think I do.
Yeah, so do I. Whenever I'm in a bad mood or like I'm feeling nostalgic, I go to Disney Plus because I'm like, okay, this is where I'm gonna get my dopamine.
Dopamine?
Yep.
Keep him keen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to WandaVision. I personally think the format would have suited like 2 episodes a week.
Yes, we debated this over text.
It wasn't really a debate.
You're right. We did agree.
Not because I want answers and context. Kind of. But mostly because I think that the format suits it better because it's a slow burn.
Honestly, I feel like it's moving pretty fast.
Now.
It's only been 4 episodes.
Exactly, it's halfway through.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess, theoretically.
Honestly, I don't think there's that big a difference, like, releasing it over a month
It's
versus
really
2
true.
months.
I personally, why does it even matter? Like, why do they have to release it once a week? Like, why couldn't they just do a bulk release? Like, I genuinely don't. Is it just because they want hype? Want continual people hyping it? And so they're like...
Yes.
Because they want new subscribers?
Yeah, and also it allows them to work on the last few episodes as the first few are airing.
Oh. Well, that's silly. They should have just waited to release it.
And also because Disney Plus has such a little amount of content and originals that releasing it weekly makes like subscribers actually stay the whole 12 months instead
that makes sense.
Like if it dropped, people would just buy a subscription for the month that The Mandalorian's on and the WandaVision's on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, no, I've seen posts that are like people just want it because they're impatient and they're not used to the old TV model. Yeah. And I'm like, kind of, but that's not my fault. But also, like Jack Schaefer, who runs WandaVision. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking too much this episode, but whatever. was all like, well, when we started writing the show, we didn't even know what the rollout would be. We didn't know if it'd be weekly or binge.
Yeah.
Which to me says they should have compromised. Done 2 episodes a week.
I mean, you're definitely... I think, as I said, this episode, when I finished episode 3, like, obviously I wanted more, but that's because I was an impatient bitch. But I didn't think that it needed more for the story. However, when I saw episode 4, and I was like, literally, this is about the last 3 episodes, I feel like it should have gone directly after episode 3.
Yeah. Well, that would have made more sense too, because we got the first 2 together.
Yeah, it's true. I honestly, though, I don't think 1 and 2 necessarily needed to go together. Like, I'm glad they did, but I don't think that they were bundled. Like, 3 and 4 are, like, together, you know?
Yeah.
They're one story.
It's true.
So.
That is true. Yeah. No. I don't know. I just... Yeah, story-wise, I feel like maybe it would suit a different... HBO Max does it.
Oh, I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm just saying... That's just because I want to...
I'm arguing to the ether, okay? Not you.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, HBO Max for Search Party, they released, like, 3 episodes a week.
Love that.
For, like, The Flight Attendant, I think it was 2 episodes a week.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, it keeps momentum, and it's still on a weekly basis. It's just not so exhausting.
You don't have to get back into the headspace every week.
For example, I've just started watching Heroes for the first time.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
It's like, along with Lost, it was like the biggest show of the 2000s.
Oh, wow.
You're stupid. I've watched Heroes.
What do you think the biggest show of the 2010s was?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, true. I was literally, as I finished saying that sentence, I was like, oh, wait, it's Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Again, you stupid. I'm watching Heroes for the first time.
Right.
I finished season 1.
Yeah.
And it's like 23 episodes. 23 40-minute episodes. Back in 2006, they would have been airing weekly.
Yes. Pretty much.
And that's still how I consume a lot of...
It's like 6 months.
Yeah, 3 months end of year and 3 months at the beginning of the year.
Wild.
That's still how I consume, like, a lot of TV. Like, I still watch The Flash and stuff. They're weekly.
Yeah.
There's 22
a lot of TV
seasons,
is still weekly.
Yeah. But, like... I kind of, like... Getting the whole story, it was so, like, lore heavy and stuff.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I don't know how I would have kept up.
Oh, 100%. I often feel like that. Particularly when it comes to sci-fi and fantasy, when you're trying to not only understand a whole new world, but then the specific plot of the thing, like, definitely it's easier when you binge it, because you can understand, you can connect things easier.
That's another thing with WandaVision. They went in heavy on the MCU lore in the latest episode.
They did.
Which I was very into, but that's because I'm like... I'm...
a slut for the MCU?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, basically. But I was watching it with my family, and they were all like, girl, I have no idea what she's saying, but I'm living. You know?
Interesting.
They had no idea what was happening.
Really? I don't feel like they went that niche. Like, it was like dusting...
With timelines and stuff, I mean.
What?
And Mum was like, oh, because Ultron got rid of them. And I was like, no, Thanos did.
My mom would be like that too.
And they're like, honest. Captain Marvel's best friend. Daughter? What you talking about?
That's true. That was... See, I would not have picked up on that probably if you hadn't have said that it was Captain Marvel. It was her daughter.
Wig.
Yeah. I would have just been gone along for the ride.
Wig.
I would have been like, wow, I love her.
We do love her.
Yeah.
Tiana Paris is doing a fantastic job.
She is. Also, her eye makeup, the blue, fucking phenomenal.
Bold of you to assume I would notice.
How did you not notice?
Wow. Okay, just because I'm gay.
Oh my god. No, it was so... Okay, we have to see it right now.
Oh my god. What if you stopped the recording?
I didn't. Geraldine.
WandaVision.
At 3.
There's no internet there.
Well, why did you wait until then?
Geraldine WandaVision. Okay, I forgot. Oh my god,
That's
the attacking.
so rude. Truly so rude.
Okay. You're talking that? Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's
is
like
cool.
poppin', but it's not too like...
Yeah, it's like, it looks so good. It's blended so well. It makes it seem like, even though it's quite intense, it doesn't feel intense.
I'm sorry, are you talking about Blended starring Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, that's exactly. Have you seen that movie?
No.
It's actually one of the better ones that Adam Sandler has done in recent years.
Sounds fake. Isn't Bella Thorne in it?
Actually, I think she is, in how you've said that.
We don't stand.
No, we don't stand. You're right.
I liked that one with Jennifer Aniston.
Just go with it.
Just go with it.
Yeah, I didn't mind that either.
I liked it.
Yeah, I quite liked it too.
Made me giggle.
There.
Yeah. I was thinking about We're the Millers.
Right.
Also, a Jennifer Aniston vehicle.
Yes. Yes.
I love that movie. And I looked it up. And it only has like 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I'm like, well,
Really? I mean, I don't think it was like a fantastic film, but it was pretty funny for what it was.
it was so good.
Yeah, it was like enjoyable.
I haven't seen it in a long time, so
It has good memes.
don't hold me to that. But on Star, The Heat's gonna be on it, and I love that movie.
Oh, is that the one with Sofia Vergara
No.
and Melissa McCartney?
Stupid.
Sandra Bullock?
Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, it's like one of my favorite movies.
Really?
I haven't seen it in ages now, but yeah.
Oh my god, okay, alright. We need to, after we finish Bling Empire and High School Musical, we'll watch The Heat.
It's so good.
Is it Heat or The Heat?
The Heat.
Wow.
And it was they were meant to make more than one, like 2 or 3, but Sandra Bullock was like, I'm sorry, I can't do sequels anymore. After Speed and Speed 2, I can't do sequels anymore. So
Wow.
Sandy B, you broke my heart.
Sandy B shouldn't have agreed to the
Look
movie.
at me, I'm Sandy B. That's not the melody.
I think it's Sandra D.
Yeah, I was referencing Grease.
I know what you were referencing.
Oh my god, well then let me fucking live.
I actually really dislike Grease.
I do too, I hate it.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
think it's
I'm
stupid.
glad. I agree. I'm glad we agree on this.
Hate it.
Hate it.
Hate it.
Hate it. Okay.
That's what she deserves.
What else have we got for today?
What else do we have?
I don't know.
A lot. I need to address anyone who watches The Real Housewives of Potomac quickly.
Okay, I'll just sit back.
The other week I said Candace isn't taking any of the blame for the fact that she was all, what you gonna do? Drag me? Drag me, Monique? And then when Monique dragged her, she was like, shocked Pikachu face. She still didn't really take any responsibility. However, I'm no longer on Monique's side. So I've watched the whole season now.
Right.
All of the reunion. And I
Are
think...
you on the other chick's side? The Pikachu chick's side?
No.
No, because you're on no one's side.
Yeah, so going in, I was on Monique's side.
Right.
Who did start the fight.
Okay.
But she was taking responsibility. She didn't really show much remorse. And for the first 2 episodes of the reunion, I was still on Monique's side, right?
Right.
And then in the 3rd episode, it brings the husbands in.
Right.
And they go like hardcore on the offensive
Right.
instead of on the defensive.
Right. Who's they?
Monique and her husband.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, well, they're being kind of cruel about it. And I'm like, now I'm sad because Monique, who I liked, I don't really like anymore. And now I'm on no one's side.
You don't have to take sides.
I know. It made me sad, though, because Monique's not coming back now.
Oh. Wait, is 5 the latest season? Or
Yeah.
is that from ages ago? Oh, okay.
It's later season. Finished like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Hecky.
Yeah. And Andy got a lot of flack
Oh.
because in the reunion, he was like grilling Monique hard about the fight and like being like, "We're not showing remorse, and you're a fucking bad person." Not really, but he was being really harsh on Monique.
Yeah.
And kind of letting Candace slide, despite the fact that she says a lot of fucked up shit.
Right.
And Andy's excuse was that they didn't show the whole thing. But for the first time, it was a 50-minute first episode, so 8 minutes longer than normal for the reunion. The second part of the reunion was normal, and then the third part of the reunion was like an hour and 7 minutes long
Holy shit.
because they had a lot to unpack, right?
That's a lot to unpack.
And like, if they couldn't fit Andy being even at least a little
Yeah.
like questioning of Candace,
Yeah.
whatever. That's all I needed to get that off my chest about Potomac.
that was important.
Unfortunately, I'm on neither of their sides.
That's sad.
It is.
For your heart.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you seen on Stan the new TV show It's a Sin?
I have heard of it, but no, I haven't seen it.
It's quite popular, I think.
Yeah.
I've watched 3 of
so.
the 5 episodes.
Right.
It's a mini-series.
Yeah.
I've cried 2 of the 3 episodes.
Wow. Really getting in touch with your emotions recently.
It's very, very deep and, like, intense.
Mm-hmm.
It's, like, also very funny.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know what it's about?
I think I did, but we should recap it.
It was basically about the AIDS crisis in the 80s.
Ah, yes. Yes.
And it's jumped to the UK out of America kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And it's just really sad.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's very funny. And the acting's, like, phenomenal, and it's insanely
Do a lot of people
well
die?
done.
Is that why it's sad?
Someone's died every episode so far. Yeah. And, like, the fact that I don't know, like, I know it's history and I've got a pretty good knowledge of the stuff that went down, like, the 80s and early 90s and stuff, but, like, seeing how let down the queer community was in regards to it is fucking wild. Like, they thought it was a cancer that could jump bodies.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and, like, it's also sad having current knowledge, because it's like they all get tested in episode 3.
Yeah.
And 2 of them come back negative.
Right.
It's like, well, now we know that it could take 6 months to even show in tests.
Yeah.
So that's sad. But then there's the other character who's kind of, like, in denial.
Yeah.
And he goes back to get his test results and leaves before he gets them.
Oof.
And he knows that he just slept with someone who was HIV positive. Yeah.
Oof.
It's intense. But it's fucking insanely well done.
That sounds like too much for me,
It is.
to be honest.
It's probably too much for you. But it's like, yeah, really fucking well done. And it's trending, like, every day on Twitter, so I assume it's...
Oh, wow.
Well, not every day, but it airs weekly in the UK.
Right.
But here it's all out.
Wild.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but whatever.
Shooky.
Yeah, CCO.
Is it? It's a UK show, right?
Yeah.
Shooky.
See.
Shooky.
I watched The Last Jedi again last night.
Ew. No, I like that movie. Hecky, why?
Because I'm watching them all.
Again?
Yeah, and I'm nearly done. I've got one more left, which is the bad one.
Like, ugh.
The worst one, anyway. But I was gonna say, it was pretty iconic when Snoke was yelling at Kylo Ren,
Yeah.
and he was all, "Take that ridiculous thing off," about the mask at the beginning.
Yeah.
It was pretty iconic. This is just my long-winded way of saying that Snoke died too soon, and Snoke is daddy.
Snoke did die too soon, but Snoke is not daddy. Snoke is not daddy, and I resent that you ever put that phrase into my mind.
Wow, I feel attacked.
Surely the episode title. Snoke is daddy. Have you seen daddy has been trending on Twitter for the past 2 days?
No, why?
Or maybe it was all morning. Oh, I don't know. When I opened it, because it's attached to politics, by the way. When I opened it, because I was like, what the fuck? It was just all about, like, dogs and stuff. I was like, I don't know where this came from, but yeah.
Wig.
It was a lot.
Wig. I also actually don't think Snoke died too soon. I think it was cool that they killed off the main villain in episode 2.
I mean, I generally agree with that, but then the idea of having that fuckface as the dude in the final one really pissed me off.
I strongly agree. The Rise of Skywalker was horrendously bad.
It was horrendously bad. I actually almost, like, need to watch it again to remind myself of just how bad it was, because, like, I know in my mind that it was bad, but I need to remember specifically, like, I need to re-enrage myself.
I felt that. Yeah. I mean, I'm low-key excited to watch it again because
Have you seen it since?
No. Since cinemas, no. I say it all the time, but I forget how stupid the Star Wars movies are and how camp they are. Which is why I originally didn't like The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched them and I watched it again like a year and a half ago. And I was like, oh, I like The Last Jedi because it is a little bit silly.
Yeah, it's like actually quite keeps in
tone of the original.
Yeah, it does. More so than The Force Awakens. Force Awakens was very serious. Like, it was a very good film, but it was very serious.
I'd agree. But I'm wondering really if because now that I'm like refreshed in how stupid the movies are, I might enjoy The Rise of Skywalker more.
But The Rise of Skywalker wasn't stupid because like it was
campy.
It was stupid because it didn't make any sense.
Yeah. And also I don't understand the people who say it's campy because it took itself so seriously and last like 45 minutes an hour or whatever that was all set on the Palpatine planet.
Yeah.
Was like so fucking gritty.
Yeah,
dark,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Very, very fast Hunger Games.
Wow. You're right. Also, like, the beginning bit when Kylo was, like, super evil and was, like, fucking killing all those people, it was like...
I don't remember that.
Oh.
I believe you.
Well, in any case, it was also very serious. It didn't make sense because they know they're going to try and redeem him by the end of the movie, so why would you have him doing some of the worst things he's done in the entire trilogy at the beginning of the movie where you're going to redeem him? It does not make any sense.
That doesn't make sense. I think because J.J. Abrams and stuff were like, well, him making out with the hero is basically the same thing as a redemption arc.
Truly, you're 100% correct. He did not actually undergo a
Also, it just made me
arc.
really sad again watching The Last Jedi because I love, like, I cannot overstate how much I loved that Rey's parents were nobodies.
Truly. I know a lot of Star Wars fans really hated that. I remember having a discussion / heated argument with my brother about this for like 3 days. Where we didn't talk to each other again afterwards for like 3 days, where he was like, this doesn't make any sense because the previously established like law in Star Wars is that you get the Force through genetics. And I'm like, I mean, is that true? I don't know. That's true. I think it might be true. But like, it's not like stated true, but that's what it is for like Luke and stuff.
But then, what about like the random kids that have it?
I mean, what random kids?
Like all of the young Padawans that Anakin kills. And that kid at the end of The Last Jedi with the broom.
Well, The Last Jedi is the point of contention.
Oh, I guess you're right.
But I haven't seen all the other movies recently, so I wouldn't know if there was anybody else in them.
Wig.
But anyway, and I was like, well, I don't think that.
Well, then what about Finn in The Rise of Skywalker?
Again. Same.
Well, no, because that was them fixing The Last Jedi. Right? Wasn't that the whole point of bringing J.J. Abrams back, is that the Star Wars people knew that they could tell him to make this movie and do it?
Yeah, well, that was the point, except he didn't make the movie that they wanted.
Oh.
I think what generally happened with that movie is he was trying to please all people. He was like, yes, people really ship Reylo, so I'm going to get him together. I'm going to redeem Ben. And then he's like, yes, but people didn't like Rose, so I'll get rid of her. And, things like that. It's like...
Well, it wasn't that people didn't like her, it's that people were fucking racist.
Yeah, 100%.
She's a good character. I watched it last night.
Yeah, she is very good.
But
you know dynamic. What I mean? Like, everything that people complained about in The Last Jedi, they tried to fix. Except because they tried to fix everything that everybody complained about, they ended up with a movie that did not make any sense. That's my opinion on what happened,
that's what I'm saying. Is that the Star Wars people, Kathleen Kennedy and co, were like, well, we need to fix The Last Jedi because everyone hated it.
Right.
These certain plot points, or not everyone, but the hardcore fanboys that are fucking sexless
Psycho.
idiots.
Yeah.
And racist. They didn't like it, so we'll get J.J. Abrams in to make this movie with all of these bad plot points that make no sense to fix everything that happened in The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And J.J. Abrams was like, yes, I will do it.
Yes.
I don't remember where we started.
Oh, you're going to watch The Rise of Skywalker tomorrow. That's That's where we started.
Very on brand for me to be losing my train of thought that quick.
Honestly, this is so like us. As soon as we find something that we hate, we are ready to rant for like
It's
the rest
true.
of our lives.
And then we're like, but what was the starting argument?
We were just making points.
Wig.
Anyway,
we gotta start wrapping up in a sec.
that's true.
Are you sure there's nothing you wanted to talk about?
I mean, the only other big thing that happened this week was obviously the whole Wall Street debacle.
Oh
But
yeah, how iconic.
it's pretty iconic, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been like actually invested in it, like ironically invested in it. But I've been like with binoculars, like spying, like stalking from the outside.
Yeah, I agree with that. Every time something big happens, I read about it and I'm like, that's fucked up. Okay, initially when they obviously made all those billionaires like go broke, I was like, that's not fucked up.
They're
That's
not even
iconic.
broke.
It's true.
They're just fucking crybabies.
That initial company is kind of broke. They're a hedge fund.
Good.
They're short stock like worth. So they ended up losing more money than their initial hedge fund was worth. They lost more than, like, their hedge fund was worth, I think, 13.1 billion. But then the money that they owed back to the bank in their shorts was more than that. So they did kind of go a bit broke.
Good.
I mean, unless they obviously make more money, but
Whatever.
yeah.
I have no idea any of the words you just said.
Oh my god, it's so funny because there's been all these memes this week about like guys or as like men being like, yes, trying to explain what the stock market, and then women being like, yes, and this is what astrology is. And I just think it's funny.
Oh, astrology girl and stock market boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think we're complete opposite.
This is true.
Gender wise, we're flipped. Look at us breaking.
How it should be.
Truly.
It's true. And sometimes I just send Maddie like a screenshot of a quote from my co-star that makes no sense.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That's true. 100%.
I had one about Uranus one time, and I was living. I was cackling for like a week.
I mean, as long as we're like here, I genuinely don't understand the whole like Leo is rising thing. I get star signs and like.
I don't either, but I just put my shit in and it tells me. I'm an Aquarius, Gemini rising.
Wow.
I think.
I have no idea what
Yeah.
I'm generally a Leo.
You also need to know like really fucking specific information about yourself.
Oof.
Or about like your birth.
I got nothing.
I
have no idea what time of day I was born.
That's the stuff you need to know.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to...
That should be our new theme song.
What is it?
I made it up.
Oh, okay. It was sexy. I liked it.
Thank you. Okay, I'm something. Sun in Aquarius.
Wow.
Wait.
In
Moon in
retrograde.
Gemini. And I'm Gemini rising. Yes.
Wild.
I don't know what any of that means.
Me neither.
It means the moon rules your emotions, moods, and feelings. So in that respect, I'm more like Gemini. But in the sun determines your ego, identity, and role in life, which I'm more Aquarius, which I literally am. It's my birthday this week. Right?
Yes. That just doesn't make any sense. Like,
And
what
then
does
the
that
ascendant,
mean?
so the rising sign.
Do they mean the literal sun? Or do they mean, like, the astrology sun?
The astrology sun.
And how do they determine what the astrology sun's doing?
I'm not actually Galileo. Okay?
Okay.
We got that down, we got that covered.
Okay, good.
I am merely a pawn in his game of chess.
Okay. We're... Okay. Alright.
Who's Galileo?
Nothing you need to know, sweetie.
T. So your rising sign is the mask you present, like, to people.
Oh, okay.
And mine's Gemini. Which means apparently people think I'm two-faced.
The two-faced Michelle.
Literally. Iconic. It means I come across as quick-witted, chatty, eclectic, and fun, though somewhat inconsistent. This is true.
I was gonna say, they're not wrong.
In conversation, you seem probing and curious. Love getting probed.
Sexy.
T. Anyway.
Oh, is that all? There's not more?
Well, there is, but there's like a lot.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I'll have to have mine
Today
organised
it's
for
telling
next
me
week.
you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. And that today I have power in spirituality, sex and love, and self.
No wonder you're so horny.
The stars told me to be horny, so I was. It's a self-fulfilling horny prophecy.
Truly. Alright, I'll definitely have mine organised for next week.
T. You won't, but okay.
Wow.
What? I remember what?
You're right. I'll forget. It's not because I'm not organised, it's because I'll forget.
T. Same. Me. With everything in life. Okay, so my what the fuck of the week. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
My what the fuck of the week is the tradition of having to sit there while people sing happy birthday at you.
Fair. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, do you sing
Right.
along?
Right.
Do you just,
Well,
like,
you can't
have people
along,
sing
'cause that's
at
narcissism.
you?
Right? And if you're having people sing at you, it's like fucking awkward as fuck.
It's awkward as
One of my
fuck.
earliest memories was when I had an like I don't know, like my third or fourth whatever birthday at Lollipop Playland,
Yeah.
and like being so embarrassed by all the people singing at me, I like nearly passed out. So
You're
like
so funny.
ever since then I can't
handle it.
I cannot even.
It's too much of a...
It's too much. Too much.
Honestly, I love that story.
You
Truly.
love to my pain.
Yes.
Yes. That is fair.
Yes.
Still very kinky of you.
You're right.
So my what the fuck of the week is the tradition of singing to the birthday person.
Fair.
Fuck that.
Fair.
Just give me cake.
And presents.
And presents. Although I hate that too.
Really?
I hate opening presents in front of people.
Fair. That's fair.
It's specifically in front of the person who gave it to me.
Yeah, there's
Because
like,
like
a lot
I
of pressure.
truly never hate a present.
Yeah, fair.
But I'm like, what if they think I do? If I don't react exactly how they, you know?
It's
And when I'm giving presents, I don't think like that.
Yeah. No,
So I don't know why yeah, whatever.
No, I understand. I do. Truly.
Good.
Yeah.
What's your what the fuck of the week?
Okay, mine comes with a story.
I'm excited. Oh my god, I forgot you were going to tell me a story. I'm so excited.
No, I realized I could have told it earlier, but I realized it actually suits very well for a what the fuck of the week, because my thing is, so at work, we've been quite busy. I work in hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
We've been quite busy, so we needed an extra person today, but obviously they can't hire an extra person, so we get in someone from like another company, and they
Like a
just
temp.
yeah, pretty much, and they just
In
come in and they just work for the day, and they do what you tell them to do. Anyway, so we asked for a catering assistant. So you know, when you ask for a catering assistant, you expect a certain level of skills.
Right.
This lady that came in today, God bless her soul, she was genuinely very kind, and I think very smart, because she's currently doing her master's. But
Wait,
Nick,
happened?
oh my god, I have never seen anything like it in my 23 years.
Why, was it a very Adrian Malouf washing a chicken with hand soap?
Yes, it really was. Okay, she did
Wow.
not know how to cut tomatoes or cucumbers or onions. I know. Did not know how to make a sandwich. Like, literally, I was like, okay, so just make, like, put this sauce on, put this meat on, put these veggies on, and put it together. I'm like, that makes sense to me. Like, anyone can make a sandwich when they have the specific ingredients.
See?
No. She was like, can you show me how to do that? I was like, sure. And so I showed her how to do it, blah, blah, blah. But in my mind, I'm like, I understand not having done it on a professional level and not knowing, like, how to do it the most efficiently.
Yeah.
But she genuinely did not know how to make a single sandwich. I'm like, do you never make one at home? Like,
Right.
who makes your food for you? So
Wait.
in the end, we were like, oh, this is just, it's like, it's too much time. We're wasting more time trying to explain all of this to her than we are getting back. It also took her like 2 hours to fill the drinks fridge, by the way. It's like, that's a half-hour job for one of us. Anyway, so we were like, we'll just put her on dishes. Never used the dishwasher before.
What?
I know! What?
I think you hired an Amish person.
Okay.
But that's wild. Just generally, that like what? It's a sandwich.
Like
it's cutting up some stuff.
It's putting,
and it's a dishwasher.
Putting things in a dishwasher. I know. It's like you scrub it and then you put it in. Like you cut a tomato. Like you slice it. Like there's not much that you can do wrong with that.
So did you like tell her to go home?
No, we kept her because we had so much to do. So we just had to teach her. So we taught her how to use the dishwasher and stuff, and we were like, just clean dishes. I feel kind of bad for her because it's got to be embarrassing for her. And also she's probably like, fuck, I did all these really shitty jobs today at this place. But
I mean, any money, she's not thinking about it at all.
She didn't seem like the type who had a lot of focus.
Reflection?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Can't believe you just bullied a stranger for 2 minutes.
Oh my god, you've never... Oh, she was very, very nice.
I think it was warranted.
It was...
How? What? So they literally just sent you someone with no experience?
Yeah, and she's been working for this company apparently for 2 months. I was like, so what have you been doing? And she was like, oh, well, usually I do like service at games at the stadium and stuff, or she works at the bar. And I'm like, I just don't really see how it's such a big leap to go from service to making a sandwich.
Yeah.
Doing dishes even. If you've been in a place with service, you have to do cleaning. Like, that's just... Anyway, so that was wild. That was wild. Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It was a lot. So that's all my what the fuck is just a general what the fuck were they thinking sending her?
Full circle. Wig.
What
are your socials?
Lady Alice 101 on YouTube, Twitter and Instagram.
Wig.
What are yours?
If you want to follow the podcast,
okay,
it's WTFIH podcast.
Love that.
On Instagram and Twitter.
Love that.
And YouTube too. Bum bum bum.
Yeah, you can watch this video.
This is true.
Yep.
And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's NIC_sushi, and that is it. Sorry, I've gone from 1.5 shots of tequila loopy to
you're like
headache loopy.
Yeah. You're kind of in the downer after the shots, after you've had alcohol.
Oof. Like literally, I'm a lightweight. Whatever. Bye.
Bye.